This is part 2 of my second. Scratch that. This is part 2 for what I just added on there a couple of minutes ago about the laws that changed in America. Here's another thing. Why are they changing all the laws all of a sudden so they can go into something and be in somebody's bank account and everything else? Because they know people can't pay the price of what it's going to cost that they promised out to somebody else in this country. So American citizens got to pay for everything. And I know that I have read over and heard through the times and was told through the times about the AC Affordable Care Act and everything else. So what it boils down to is I'm stealing all your money. I'm put you in the poorhouse, keep you there. You're going to be a slave to everybody and everything. So you really don't have a choice in the matter. We're going to take everything you got, leave you holding, and then we can kick you anytime we want to. And then they get up there in front of the TV and swear out they're not doing this. This is for this is for that, to pay our debt and everything else. Whose debt? Last time I don't remember signing on to a debt. I don't remember saying I agree to all the things that the so-called Congress and everything else that's supposedly looking after our well-being and looking after their own pockets, their own job title, and everything else. Why do you go to the election polls and vote? Why does anybody care about anything about how America is? But I guess I'm just being rude and not being patriotic to my country. I serve my country as a veteran, honorably discharged twice, and everything else, and you can't get help from them. So you get to the point that you don't like what's going on, but then everybody's sitting around talking about somebody needs to do something. Yeah, you do need to do something. You know what you need to do? You need to get off your butt, start eating potato chips, popcorn, watching wrestling, watching the sports shows, watching all the other shit to take your mind off of what we're doing behind the lines. And they won't know until we get ready to get it out there and everything. And take a look around at what they're doing to you. They don't give a fuck about this country. They don't give a fuck about the Americans. And the some bitches that's on the outside, they doing everything they can. They fucking you over. And you're sitting there just as happy with a smile on your face, with they worm up your backside. And you think, oh, everything's gonna be all right. And all the religious people seem to be the ones that think, oh, if it be as a lamb, God's gonna take. Oh, don't give me that either. Because the fact of the matter remains, no matter how much you try to leave it alone, no matter how much you try to ignore it, they're going to do exactly what they want to, because we're the government and we do this and the people have to follow. I guess people in general, y'all going to like being slaves 6 months from now. You going to like being in a penal institution 6 months from now. You gonna like being taxed and overburdened 6 months from now. You gonna like everything they do. And if one person listens to the video and can see reason with it, God bless you. But all others that want to act like a fool and think, oh, I'm on the winning team, I got news for you. You're getting ready to lose more than what you think. And all them shiny rims and the biggest house and the trips you've been taking and all the other shit, when all that evaporates finally and you can't do it, I'm going to see what you do. Because unless you understand that the government has turned on you and has turned you to whatever you want to, and whatever you want to say is that they turned you over to a slave to another country because they sold the country out, sold you out, sold your rights out, sold everything you ever worked for out, I guess you'll be happy. You got all these terrorists, Al-Qaeda, Al-Nusra, the Taliban, ISIS, all this other shit. Truth be the fact, you got a lot of outside people financing them son of bitches. You got a lot of people in this country financing them son of bitches. And when they get ready to put everybody's ass in a concentration camp, the only thing I can say is either you stand up and die for your rights, or you go quietly into their little concentration camps and be their little experimental guinea pigs, just like the Jews were back in World War II. And then I guess you'll actually say, maybe I should have fought and told them we won't take in this. Now I'm a guinea pig to be used as whatever they want to use me for. And now I got to do what they say do. When you was a free human being with the rights to do whatever, as long as you didn't commit a homicide or theft or grand theft and steal from anybody. So give it a thought. Fight for your rights and say we're not taking this from these thieves and con men and scam and con artists, or be a slave to them forever and watch your kids die and watch their kids die if you're around long enough to see that. Goodbye.